At least 2 employees are dead and several more are missing after a Tennessee plastic factory refused to let them evacuate from flash floods. This situation and the warning signs these managers ignored legitimately shocked the conscience so much that the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation opened a criminal inquiry into this case. I'm going to tell you what happened. It is shocking, but I'm also a workers' rights lawyer. So I'm going to tell you the legal rights these employees probably wish they knew and that you can use if your boss tries to make you work in an unsafe situation like this. So strap in because you're about to be an expert. Impact Plastics is, or rather was, a plastic factory located in Irwin, Tennessee. This is the town where it was, and the town sits on these like river junctions here. Those are going to be important. As Helene was hitting these communities, it caused flash flood warnings to permeate throughout this entire area. Despite those warnings, the company ordered everyone to go to work. Here's another angle of the flood damage after this place got hit. Basically, by the time they let employees leave, it was too late. Water overwhelmed this area, 11 employees got swept away, 2 are confirmed to be dead, 4 are missing, presumed dead, and the others just barely escaped with their lives. And let's be clear, Impact Plastics ignored multiple warnings and red flags as they made their employees work. They ignored massive flooding in those nearby rivers. They ignored increasingly severe flooding in their own parking lot. They ignored flash flood warnings. Employees said that they were scared and they wanted to evacuate. Management reportedly said no because, quote, it wasn't bad enough. Even with flooding in the parking lot, Impact did not finally let employees evacuate until the factory lost power. But by then, it was way too late. The only way out was flooded, and 11 employees were trapped until a truck offered to pick them up. Not this truck, a different truck. But that truck was quickly swallowed by floodwaters, tipped over, and sent everyone scattering in the flood. One of the surviving employees, Jacob Ingram, posted on Facebook all the footage of them being swept away in this flood. He managed to stay alive by grabbing onto a plastic pipe that was in the truck. He and 4 others managed to stay alive just long enough for a Tennessee National Guard helicopter to rescue them. This is outrageous, but honestly, it's what we come to expect from employers in the United States. They just don't respect safety. So, as a workers' rights lawyer, I'm going to tell you what these employees probably wish they knew and that you need to know. Because if it's not a hurricane today, it's a wildfire or a tornado tomorrow. OSHA gives you the legal right to refuse work in certain hazardous situations. If you do it the right way, you are legally protected from retaliation. You can't be fired, you can't be punished. But you only get that protection if you file a complaint of retaliation within 30 days, and you have to show that 4 things happened. First, you have to show you asked the employer to eliminate the danger, and they didn't. In this case, telling them, hey, there's a flash flood, I don't want to come to work. 2, you refused work because you genuinely believed there was imminent danger. 3, a reasonable person would agree that there was an imminent risk of death or injury. 4th, and finally, remember, you have to show all of these. You have to show that the danger was so imminent there was no time to correct it with regular enforcement. Like an OSHA complaint wouldn't have helped you. All 11 of the employees who were swept away by that flood would have met this criteria. But of course, employers don't teach you this stuff because that would make them lose control. So if you think this kind of information is valuable, go ahead and follow for more. And if you know anyone who might be in a hazardous condition, send them this video so that they know their rights.